International paleo recipes, cupcakes, muffins, and cakes. Oh my! 59 easy and delicious cupcakes, muffins, and cakes, all paleo perfect, gluten-free, low carb, and dairy-free. Another great paleo perfect cookbook from my friend Tag Powell. This is a fun group of easy to fix recipes that make everyone smile. Tag included several of my recipes like the sandwich carrot cupcake and the German chocolate cupcakes. I am creating just for you a video on how to prepare my sweet spice pumpkin bread, something you could slice in half and make into a wonderful stuffed muffin, or pour them into small little muffin tins and make your own individually sweet spice pumpkin muffins. I know you're going to love this tasty treat, so let's take a look right now. Welcome to the kitchen, and here we go working our way through a wonderful spiced pumpkin bread. I'm going to go through the ingredients now. We have a half a cup of coconut oil, 1 cup of pumpkin puree, 2 eggs, a quarter cup of honey. We have 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We have a half a teaspoon of ground cloves, and we have a half a teaspoon of ground ginger, a pinch of salt, 1 cup of almond meal, and a quarter cup of baking soda. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and constitute the whole mix together, and then we're going to transfer it into a loaf pan, in this case a cake pan, and we're going to preheat our oven for 350 degrees. So if you haven't done that, go do it now. Okay? And then we're going to cook that for 30 to 40 minutes, or until a skewer inserted in the middle shows us that the cake is coming out clean. Okay? So here we go. We're going to get started, and we're going to combine all of our ingredients in this order. I'm going to use the coconut oil and the pumpkin puree and eggs and honey, and then in another bowl I'm going to mix the spices and with the salt, the almond meal, and the baking soda. And when I've got both those together, I will incorporate that through and get a good mix on it. Okay? So let's get moving, folks, and make our spiced pumpkin bread. Okay, here we are with the first bowl, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and combine the coconut oil with the pumpkin puree, the eggs, and the honey. I'm going to use a whisk here and just go ahead and incorporate the whole thing together. My coconut oil is almost at room temperature, just a little bit below, so if yours is the same, it's going to be a little lumpy, so you want to get rid of those lumps. So make sure you really beat this hard so that all the lumps in the oil are gone by the time you're done. Okay, in this bowl we're going to go ahead and take the almond meal, the baking soda, pinch of salt, and all the spices. And again, we're going to use the whisk, and we're just going to toss that and incorporate so everything's evenly distributed. Okay, now that we have that mixture nice and evenly distributed, we're going to go ahead and pour our sweet potato mixture on top of that. We're going to pour half of it in there first and just incorporate it. Okay, I'm transferring this now together with a spatula because it's going to get too thick for the whisk. And then transfer the remainder of it to it. Now you don't want this to be too battery, so continue to transfer it quite liberally so that you can be sure you keep the right consistency, and I'll show you what the right consistency should be. Alright, that's it, folks. This is the way it should look. just like that. You want it to be stiff like this. You don't want it to be a batter so it's all liquidy, otherwise it won't rise properly. All right, we'll go ahead and transfer this to a cake tin and then we'll get it in the oven. Okay, I have a cake tin right here and I'm going to go ahead and just spray this with some release here. Then after that, I'm just going to go ahead and place the batter inside the tin. Like so. I'm just going to smooth it out inside the tin to make sure that it keeps its consistency there to grow into the tin. Okay, we're going to get this in the oven and we're going to bake between 30 and 40 minutes at 350 degrees. I would suggest that you look in on it after 20 minutes or so just to make sure your rising is going the way you planned it. Alright, let's do it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've taken it out of the oven now. It's been sitting here for about 5 minutes. To take the skewer and just make sure that it's good to go and the bread is not leaving any batter residue on the skewer at all. So we know that it's fully cooked. You could also touch it too. You can see the firmness there. I'm going to let it cool for about 3 or 4 more minutes. We'll pull it out of the tin and then I'll show you exactly how it turned out. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I've taken the bread out of the pan and now I'm just going to go ahead and slice just a few pieces here, and you can use the pan or you can use a bread pan or you can use a cake pan, it doesn't matter, as long as it comes out with the consistency of bread. And as you can see, beautiful looking bread-like consistency, very soft, just like bread. You could toast it, you could bake it, do whatever you like, but let me tell you something. Very tasty, very festive, and completely and totally nature's own health. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a wonderful loaf of spiced pumpkin bread. Enjoy.